So in this video we're going to initialize Dagger. It's going to be slightly different than initializing in Java project. First we have to apply the Kotlin capped plugin. It's an annotation processor. We're going to use Dagger version 2.12. I have it all prepared before, and you can also copy it from the repo. Let's sync it. So now let's just create a new package. Common DI. DI stands for dependency injection. So what we need first is application component. It's a singleton and component. It has modules. In Kotlin we do array of and class. Let's do like this, and let's Android module, and let's create another package here, modules, and we'll put Android module here. Have to have annotation module, and let's create a private value application, and let's just create application context. So provide application context. So all the methods here in the module have to have this prefix provide to work with Dagger. Provides and so this we can put singleton, and it will be handled with Dagger as a singleton, but we don't have to because there is only one application, so just return the application, so we don't have to mark it as singleton. Okay, so this is our module. Now I can import it, and basically we have only one meaningful activity, home activity, and this is an interface. Yes, because Dagger, based on this component, Dagger will create the implementation. Okay, so we got this, and we also have to create the application. We can just call it application. Okay. And let's on create, let's override this method and So what we want to have here is late init variable component, which is a type of application component. So let's initialize the component variable. We should have something like Dagger application component, but as you can see, we don't have anything. We have to go to build and then rebuild project. This will generate all the Dagger classes. Okay. As you can see, now we have Dagger application component, builder, Android module. We don't have to use new. In Kotlin, Android module, this, and build. As you can see, this is auto-generated by Dagger based on this. Okay, so here we described what kind of modules will be used for this component. So we can add new here, and then in the application, while creating the Dagger application component, we'll have to just do another. Let's say if we use splash module, we will have to do splash module and put a splash model there. So let's just go to Android manifest, and so now the application, this will be used as an application, and this doesn't look good here, the package structure, I don't like it. So let's just create a home package here and put the activity here. As you can see, everything is nicely updated. So the last thing that we want to do is, there are two things, but the most important is, let's go to home, and we want to inject it here, and this inject there is inject method on the application component, and where we can get the application component from, we can get it from the application because it's public. Everything in Kotlin by default is public, so this is public. So we would have to application as our application, and then application, and then we can get component and do inject this. So by this we would inject something to the project, but this looks really ugly. So what I usually do, I create Dagger utils, and let's create a method. So this will be an example of the extension method, first one that we write here in this tutorial. So we want to create extension method that would work for app compat activity, and the name would be component. And this would return application component. This equals so yes, this works. So now we have this extension method component that we can use wherever a class is an application compat activity. Let's try it. Component, yes. So now this method is available here. Yeah. So this really simplifies our code. We don't have to cast anything, we can just use this extension method. But we can do it even better. It doesn't have to be a function, because this could be a normal variable or value in this case. So get so this is another syntax that you can use. So when you have a value, you can override the get method, and the value is not something that you can modify. So you don't have to override the set. You cannot. The thing is, not like you shouldn't, but you cannot. So we don't have to use this method. We can just get it as a variable. You see? This is even better. So we can get rid of this. So we have on every app compat activity, we'll have an extension variable or value component that you can use, and it will return our component from our application. And this just basically do the casting and returns the component. So the last thing, we want to inject the context. So maybe add, to check with context, and then let's just do context, and let's try it. Yes, with context, and there is the context that was injected. Okay, as usual, so let's just quickly go through the changes that we've made. So we've done some changes in the build Gradle to add libraries to compile. We declared a custom application that we're going to use. This is the application, just used to create component, and could be then used in other parts of the system. We have application component, which is an interface for injecting to activities or other objects. We have the Dagger utils to help us clean up the code a little bit. We have Android module will have all the provide methods for the object that we'll use in our app. And we just changed the package of the home activity. Yes, that's it.